that you might want to take the Bluetooth off, the Wi-Fi, and put on the low battery mode. What percent your phone on?
Like 80, 89.
Oh, yeah. We're good. All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. You know, Lord willing, this will be an edifying count. And pretty much what I'm going to go into, you know, is what we was chopping it up about last night. You know, comparing, you know, the Maccabee period to the time that we're coming into, you know, the hour of temptation. You know, so the whole 6 Maccabees, 7 chapters. You know, which the scriptures say there's no new thing under the sun, which, you know, we're going to get that. Open Ecclesiastes, if you know where it's at. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9, I thought that was there. And also Acts 14 and 22. And also, because we come into a time, man, where Esau, he's going to try and force his you know, his Korah, his seal on the masses of the people, man. You know, and you know, you had similar scenarios happen in history. You know, dealing, you know, was a brother got the Maccabees open. You know, Antiochus Epiphanes. You know, pretty much he was if you was keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, then you were to be put to death. You know, and that's where, you know, when you have in the New Testament, when it speaks about Gentiles being saved, you know, Gentiles coming in, those were Israelites that were Hellenized, man. You know, that, you know, because Antiochus, he had forced, you know, a lot of our people to submit to his way of living, man. But you had those that was willing to die than to eat swine, than to, you know, not keep our heritage, man. So, you know, you're going to have the same in the times we're coming into. You're going to have the men of the Lord that's going to be willing to die than to take the Quran, man, than to bow down to Esau. All right? But you can start off with that.
Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9. The thing that have been, it is these fucking helicopters, man. Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9. It says, the thing that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun.
Yeah, so there is no new thing under the sun. Alright, there's been famines, there's been wars, there's been persecution against the nation of Israel, man. You know, this is nothing new, but the scriptures say there has not been a time like this, nor shall there ever be. So this is going to surpass all the times of old. This is going to surpass what we're getting ready to come into, the hour of temptation. You know, when Esau presents the MOTB and he makes it mandatory and, you know, punishable to death if you don't take it. This is going to surpass 70 AD, the Maccabee period. You know, different times we went through persecution as a nation. All right, so just wanted to bring that out because, you know, there's no new thing under the sun. You know, now, once again, you know, the brother got the Maccabees, you know, we're going to get into that, you know, but just to give a little brief summary of what was going on, you know, once again, you know, you had Matthias, and I believe he had 5 sons, you know, and pretty much they rebelled against, you know, what you know, our adversaries was trying to do, you know, trying to force us to forsake the law, statutes, and commandments, forsake our heritage, and you know, and adopt, you know, the wicked way of living, you know, because it say evil's multiplied in the earth, which proves that, you know, those were Edomites and those are the same people that's in power today, because the people in power today have spread wickedness throughout the earth, have spread evils throughout the earth, so that's how we know that they are the same people, you know. But let's start at verse 1, 2 Maccabees 7:1.
This is 2 Maccabees chapter 7, verse 1. It came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mothers were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh, and were tormented with scourges and whips.
Yeah, so they was tormented and they was forced to eat swine's flesh.
What book are you guys reading from?
part of the Bible. It was taken out of the Bible. If you look up the King James 16:11, the Apocrypha is in between the Old and the New Testament.
Says who?
Just look up the King James 16:11. The King James 16:11 has the Apocrypha in it.
So exactly what is your message? Jesus is a Negro?
So-called, the Lord, who you call Jesus, is so-called black, according to the scriptures.
No, Jesus was a Jew.
Of course, he was a Jew of the tribe of Judah. And what did the Judites look like?
But you're saying Jesus is a Negro.
He is I say he's a so-called Negro.
Okay.
So you can know if he was here today, he'll be called African American. He'll be called a Negro. Yes, he would. All right, man. Go ahead, brother. We ain't about to deal with that.
See, you don't even want to listen to me.
We ain't out here to listen to you. You unruly. You ain't trying to listen. You trying to say what we're saying is wrong when it's not wrong.
It is wrong.
Well, it's not for you then. Go ahead.
If you read the Bible,
Verse 2, it
Jesus
says,
was a
but
Jew
one of them that
from the
spake
tribe
first
of Judah.
said thus, what wouldest thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die rather than to transgress the law of our fathers.
Yeah, so this the spirit that you had, some of our people in. Because you had a majority of our people that they just pretty much submitted, man. You had those that made a covenant with the heathen. Where I believe it was Matthias or it might have been Judas Maccabees that he saw one of our people, pretty much worshiping another god, and he ran and slew his ass, man, put him to death. So you had righteous men of our nation that stood up for our heritage, man, that didn't forsake it. And in this account right here, you had a woman who had 7 sons, and she was a woman of valor, man. A woman of integrity. That's why she's written. Because she encouraged her 7 sons to rather die than to forsake our heritage, man. What you got, bro?
It says, verse 3, then the king.
Fucking demon, man. You can tell she was intoxicated.
Then the king, being in a rage, commanded pans and cauldrons to be made hot, which forthwith, being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first.
Yeah, and I want to say, when it said the king being enraged commanded pans and cauldrons to be made hot, that made me think about the 3 holy men that didn't want to worship the image of Babylon. What was it again? It was a golden, what was it? In the book of Daniel. Yeah, it was something like that, but pretty much they didn't want to worship it, so he commanded that they would be thrown in the fire. So you always had, the righteous men that stood up for our heritage, man. And you always had those that just submitted. It's ultimately, once again, that's why you had, in the New Testament, you had those that were in the land that knew they were Israel, and then you had those that were outside of the land that were Israelites, but they were in the Hellenized mindset, and that started ultimately here, with Antiochus Epiphanes, man. That's why the Apocrypha is important, because it pretty much breaks down to is why you had Israelites in the Gentile state of mind, What you got?
Verse 4, it says, with forth being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first, and to cut off the utmost parts of his body, the rest of his brother and his mother looking on.
Yeah, so he did this in front of his brothers and his mother, man, because he didn't want to submit to what that devil was pushing on him, man. So the reason we're going into this is because, like the brother brought in the scripture, there's no new thing under the sun. This devil is going to do the same thing in the times we're coming into, man. If you don't submit to the beast system, if you don't take the mark, he's going to command that you be put to death, man. Whether it's by guillotine, whether it's by firing squad, gas chamber. Even John the Revelator, he seen, in Revelation the 20th chapter, he saw men of the Lord that were beheaded for not worshiping the beast, man. That's how serious the times we're coming into is going to get, man. What you got?
Verse 5, now when he was thus maimed and all his members, he commanded him, being yet alive, to be brought to the fire, and to be fried in the pan. And as the vapor of the pan was for a good space dispersed, they exhorted one another with the mother to die manfully, saying thus.
Yeah, so they tortured him, man. You know? But he died and kept his integrity, man. And it's getting ready to go into how the mother, was exhorting her sons, man. You gotta go.
Verse 6, it says, the Lord power looketh upon us, and in truth he comforted us, or so I can have comfort in us, as Moses in his song, which witnessed to their fathers, declared, saying, and he shall be comforted in his servants.
Yeah, so that's how you know that this is originally a part of the Bible, because it's speaking on the song of Moses, So that demon bitch talking about says who? Dumbass. All you had to do was look up, the King James 16:11. It's in there, man. But this ain't for women anyway. You gotta know. Even though you are gonna have sisters that's gonna be delivered, but this is not for women to come in and do what the men is doing. You gotta know.
Verse 7 it says, so when the first was dead after this manner, they brought the second to make him a mocking stock. And when they had pulled off the skin of his head with the hair, they asked him, wilt thou eat before thou be punished throughout every member of thy body? He said, but he answered in his own language and said, no. Wherefore he also received the next torture in order, and the former did.
Yeah, so he went one by one through each of her 7 sons, man. Asking them, look, are you gonna eat swine? Are you gonna forsake your way? And they was in the spirit of, willing to die for their belief, for their heritage, man. And this is important because, we don't know what our lot is, but we know that most likely, we're gonna be put in these situations, man. We may get locked up in a concentration camp. It may be things that happen to where we're in situations where we're faced with the guillotine, we're faced with death if we resist worshiping the beast. Just like these men, her 7 sons were in that situation, man. But you gotta.
It says, verse 9 it says, and when he was at the last gasp, he said, thou like a fury takest us out of this present life, but the King of the world shall raise us up, who have died for his laws unto everlasting life. After him was the third made a mocking stock, and when he was required, he put out his tongue, and that right soon, holding forth his hands manfully, and it said courageously, these I had from heaven, and for his laws I despised them, and from him I hope to receive them again. And so much that the king and they that which were with him marveled at the young man's courage, for that he nothing regarded the pain.
Yeah, so he kept his integrity, man. He kept his integrity, man. And we have a history of righteous men that kept their integrity. Job kept his integrity. And even our Lord Yahushua, when he was put in situations, he still was obedient unto death. He still obeyed, serving the Most High, man. Doing, because he knew he was, what his lot was, But we have a heritage of men that kept their integrity unto death, man. And this is an example, really this is something that we should look up to, man. Men that were really willing rather to die than to forsake their heritage, man. Because you're going to have a lot of our people, when Esau come down with great wrath, you're going to have a lot of our people that's going to forsake being an Israelite, man. That's going to take the Quran. Guys that, was going on the highways and byways, guys that claim that they believe. You're going to have a lot of dudes that's going to top out, man. But these men were in the right spirit. You got it, bro.
13, it says, now when the man was dead also, they tormented and mangled the fourth in like manner. So when he was ready to die, he said thus, it is good, being put to death by men, to look for hope from the Most High, to be raised up again by him. As for thee, thou shalt have no resurrection to life.
So they was, they was rebuking his ass, man. Which, I want to jump to verse. Let's jump to verse. Let's jump to verse 21. Matter of fact, let's jump to verse 20.
Verse 20, it says, but the mother was marvelous above all, and worthy of honorable memory. For when she saw her 7 sons slain within the space of one day, she bare it with a good courage, because of the hope that she had in the Lord.
Yeah, so this is a righteous woman, man. A woman that had integrity, a woman that feared the Lord and was encouraging her sons to rather die than, once again, to forsake our heritage, man. Because Esau, he's always, tried to take our heritage from us, man. And, he's going to do it again. Here it is, the Lord, he woke us back up to who we are, beginning with Abba Bivens, who was Elijah the prophet. So today, we know who we are, man. We know the names of our power, the Heavenly Father, the Son, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Esau, he's going to try to take that. He's going to try to take that away from us again, man. When he bring the hour of temptation. Because a part of their NWO, they want to do away with so-called religion. They want to ban the Bible. They want everybody to worship the elites. When I say they, I'm talking about the elites. They want everybody to worship them as God. And that's why if you take that Quran, you can't repent because you're accepting Esau as your God, man. See, we're coming into a time where we're going to have to make a choice, man. Either you're going to serve Yahweh Bashem Shah or you're going to serve Esau, man. It ain't going to be no in-between. And the way you're going to seal the deal is by taking that Quran, man. You take that Quran, then you pretty much seal the deal that Esau is your God. But you got to go.
Like you said, man, it ain't gonna be no in between. Now some people be in spirit, I'm gonna serve myself, I'm my own God. So now it's gonna be a time where it's gonna be a choice. You're either gonna serve Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, or you gonna serve Esau. Alright?
And it's gonna be made plain who you serve by if you take the Quran or not. That's why the Lord, like the apostles say, ultimately this is the Most High's mark. He put it on Esau to come up and, bring this technology out so that it could be known who really believe on the Lord and who don't. Because that's ultimately what it's going to prove. It's going to prove if you truly trust in Yahweh Bashem Shah or not, man. But we just, going into this account just to show that, it happened before where Esau, tried to force us to adopt his ways, man. Which once again, that's why you had Apostle Paul, which is known as the Apostle of the Gentiles, not of the other nations, but to Israelites that were Hellenized. Okay, Israelites that were forced into the Greek culture. Okay, they were forced because Antiochus was putting them to death, man, if they didn't, forsake our heritage, man. So you had those that did, and Apostle Paul was sent to them to bring them back. Gotta go. And it was known at that time. That's why Yahweh Shah, he made a statement. He said, where I go, ye cannot come. And it said, then the Jews said, where shall he go? Shall he go to the those that are dispersed and teach the Gentiles? Roughly paraphrasing. But that proves that the Israelites in the land, they knew of, the scattered Israelites that were outside of the land, but they looked down on them. They looked at them as heathens, man. But they were still Israelites. They were just in the Gentile state of mind. All right? You got it, bro.
Verse 22, I cannot tell ye.
And this is the mother talking, exhorting her son, man. You got it.
I cannot tell how ye came into my womb, for I neither gave you breath nor life, neither was it I that formed the members of every one of you. But doubtless the creator of the world, who formed the generation of men, and found out the beginnings of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again, as ye now regard not your own selves for his law's sake.
Mm-hmm. So she's encouraging them. The Lord will raise you up again.
It says verse 24, now Antiochus, thinking himself despised and suspecting it to be a reproachful speech, while Adawah's youngest was yet alive, did not only exhort him by words, but also assured him with oaths that he would be that he would make him both a rich and a happy man if it would turn from the laws of his fathers, and that also he would take him for his friend and trust him with the faith.
Yeah, so Antiochus was trying to persuade the youngest son to submit, you know, telling him that he would make him rich, that he would be a friend to him, that he would pretty much he would put him on a high level, man. You know, now see, a lot of our people would have took that, man. You know, like the sellouts of our people today, man. The Kanye West, the Lil Waynes, the Drakes, those of our people that's exalted and idolized by our people. You know, they would have took on that, man. They would have accepted that. You know, they don't have no integrity, man. They sellouts, man. That's why I fuck the sellouts of our people, man. And you always had sellouts in Israel, you know, because you know in First Maccabees it speaks about Israelites making covenants with the heathen, man. You know, so you always had sellouts, but this man was encouraged by his own mom to not sell out, man. You know? You got it?
25 it says, but when the young man with in no case hearkened unto him, the king called his mother and exhorted her that she would be that she would counsel the young man to save his life.
So he wasn't hearing that shit, man. So the king, Antiochus, he called her mother and said, look, you know, get him to forsake the law, get him to eat swine so that he won't have to die. So they were in a situation, man. You know, she already saw her other sons die. That's how serious it got, man. And see, that's coming back. Esau's gonna make it known that he's the devil the Bible speaks of, man. You know, he's gonna make it very known that he hates you tribes, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. He's gonna make it known he hates you, man. And if you don't bow down to the beast system, he's gonna put you to death. You got it, bro.
Verse 27. But she bound herself, verse 26. And when he had exhorted her with many words, she promised him that she would counsel her son. But she bound herself toward him, laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn, spake in her country language on this manner: O my son, have pity upon me that bare thee 9 months in thy womb, and gave thee suck 3 years, and nourished thee, and brought thee up upon this age, and endure the troubles of education.
Yeah, when it keeps saying in their own tongue, in the Lashon Kodash, in the Hebrew, because you had Israelites, you know, that became Hellenized, and they didn't speak Hebrew, they spoke Greek. That's why Apostle Paul, you know, he could speak Hebrew and Greek. You know, so that's one, a good reason why he was used to be an apostle to the Gentiles, because he could speak the Greek language.
28. I beseech thee, my son, look upon the heaven and the earth, and all that is therein. Consider that the Most High made them of things that were not, and so was mankind made likewise. Fear not this tormentor, but being worthy of thy brethren, take thy death, that I may receive thee again in mercy with thy brethren.
Yeah, so she was encouraging him, man. You know, so hey, that's why she's written. You know, she's a righteous woman, man. That encouraged her sons to die and our heritage than to give it up, man. You know?
She's of the elect.
Yeah, she's of the elect. You know, you got it.
Verse 30, it says, while she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, whom wait ye for? I will not obey the king's commandments, but I will obey the commandments of the law that was given unto our fathers by Moses.
Yeah, so that's the son speaking, man. He pretty much made it, clear that what he stood on, man.
Like what you waiting for?
Yeah. I'm not giving up what I believe in, man. And this is the spirit that, Lord willing, we gonna be in when Jacob's trouble hit, man. When Esau come with great wrath, because that he have a short time, man. When he's locking brothers up, the dead shall rise first, and their works do follow them. All right. So if we die, you know, in the faith, by the hands of Esau, hey, we going straight to the Lord, and we coming back. We gonna be a part of the beginning of the kingdom. So we can't take a L, man. Even through death, we win. And that's what she was encouraging her son, man. You know, because we understood reincarnation. You know, she knew that her sons would come back. You know, you gotta go.
Verse 31, and thou hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews, shall not escape the hands of the Most High.
Yeah, so he pretty much letting Antiochus know that the Lord gonna get him, man. But you know, we're gonna continue reading. But pretty much he was telling Antiochus that, look, the Most High is mad at us right now. That's why he's allowing you to do what you're doing. But think not, the Most High gonna forget to judge your ass, man. You know, and the apostles, I believe it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago at their account, they was going into the Maccabees and how Antiochus, before he died, you know, he tried to repent. He tried to serve our power, man. You know? But the Lord took his ass out.
Verse 32, for we suffer because of our sins, and though the living power, it's like the living Lord, be angry with us a little while for our chastity and correction, yet shall he be at one again with his servant.
Yeah, so they understood at that time that if an enemy was to have their way with us, it's because the Most High is against us, man. So that's what he was saying. He was like, you know, the Most High, you know, right now he's just angry at us. You know, he's chastising us. That's the only reason why you're able to do what you're doing to us. So he let them know. You got it.
It says, verse 34, but thou, O godless man, and of all other most wicked, be not lifted up without a cause, nor puffed up with uncertain hopes, lifting up thy hands against the servants of the Most High. But thou hast not yet escaped the judgment of the Almighty power, who seeth all things.
Yeah, so he was in the spirit, man. And Lord willing, you know, if we're put in situations where we're getting ready to be in the guillotine, Lord willing, the spirit gonna hit us, man, to go in on these devils, man. You know? But that's the spirit he was in. You gotta go.
Verse 36, for our brethren who have suffered a short pain are death under the Most High's covenant of everlasting life. But thou the judgment of the Most High, but thou, through the judgment of the Most High, shall receive just punishment for thy pride. But I, as my brethren, offer up my body and life for the laws of our fathers, beseeching the Most High that he would speedily be merciful unto our nation, and that thou by torments and plagues mayest confess that he alone is the Most High, and that in me and my brethren the wrath of the Almighty, which is justly brought upon all our nation, may cease.
Yeah. So you know, he understood that, you know, the Most High was angry with us, man. You know, and when he finished it off, you know, you ain't got to finish it off, but you know, the last few verses pretty much, you know, he died and, you know, his mother was killed. But the point is that they kept their integrity, man. All the way into death, they kept their integrity. Okay? And it's getting ready to happen again, but it's going to be worse. That's why, you know, we started off with Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. There's no new thing under the sun, because this is going to happen again, but it's going to be worse, man. It's going to be so bad that if Yahweh Shah don't come back, we all going to be screwed, man. It's going to be so bad that Michael the Archangel himself is coming, man, under the charge of Yahweh Shah. All right? As well as the host of heavens, man. You know, the angels. That's how bad it's going to be, man. Because when this devil, when he bring that Karagma, man, it ain't going to be a time of laughing and games and making fun of what the mark of the beast is, and saying, oh, it's sleeping with white women, it's an embargo. It ain't going to be games then, man. It's going to be very, very serious, man. We coming into serious times, man. And if you don't have faith in Yahweh Hashem Shah, you're going to fold and submit to the beast system, man. You know? Which hold Revelation chapter 3 verse 10. I know you got a precept. Let's get that revelation real quick. You know? Because ultimately, Lord willing, we are the elect. Yahweh Shai is going to put the spirit in us to, no matter what, not submit to the beast, man. Because a lot of people going to submit. You're going to have those that when they roll it out, you're going to have those that's going to willingly take it. You're going to have those that's going to resist. But, you know, when they get starved out or whatever, when desperation hits, they going to take it, man. You know, you're going to have the elect that's going to be willing rather to die than to take it, man. You know? Like Yahweh Shah said, fear not him which is able to kill the body. Oh, bring it up. That's a spirit. Go ahead and bring it up. This is a spirit then.
Matthew chapter 10.
Shalom, shalom. Yahweh Shema Shabakathon.
It says that fear not him. It's like it, fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul. But rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
Yeah, so we ain't to fear Esau, man. Esau, he can't do nothing to us unless the Most High allows it, man. He's a puppet. He's being controlled. So we're not to fear this devil, man. We to fear Yahweh Bashim Shah, man. What's one of the titles of the Most High? The King of Terrors. You know, you fear Esau, you take that Karaka, hey, Most High gonna fuck you up, man. The judgment in Revelation the 14th chapter is clean. You take the mark, you're gonna be in that nuclear fire, man. You know, you're gonna be a part of Zechariah 14 and 12 if you take that mark. So hey, man, if we gotta be beheaded, you know, Lord willing, the Spirit is on us to endure it, man. To endure that quick pain. Hey, like the youngest son said, he said, how did he say it? He said, you still got another? He said, my brothers that, yeah, short pain. Yeah, you go. He said, short pain. You'd rather have that short pain than head chopped than to be burned, man. Than that nuclear fire, man. Hey, that's gonna feel like eternity. It ain't gonna be a quick death through the spirit. You know, it ain't gonna be no quick death, man. No boom, and you in the spiritual heaven. No, man. You know, the Most High gonna make you feel that fire. So you would rather be beheaded and go to the spirit world, and Yahweh Shai is you know, is honored by your sacrifice. The Most High is honored by your faith, by your belief. You know, you're getting praise, you're receiving a crown from Yahweh Shai. Because Yahweh Shai said what? Be faithful to death, and I will reward you with a crown of life. So if it is our lot to face death, hey, Yahweh Shai gonna reward us, man. So you'd rather be rewarded by the Lord than written, you know, you took the mark and you forsook the Lord, man. Now you gonna be a part of Daniel the 12th chapter where it say, some shall wait to everlasting shame and contempt, man. You know? But you gotta go there, precept.
This is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10.
Slightly.
Verse 10 it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
We can't do this on our own. We still in the flesh. We still experience fear. We still experience anxiety, stress. So it's going to take divine intervention to be with us, to strengthen us, man. Just like when Yahweh Shai, the night of the Passover, you know, when he prayed for another way, you know, and it said that his sweat was like great drops of blood, you had angels come down to strengthen him, man. You know? Because, you know, the flesh, man, knowing that you get ready to die a terrible death, you know, he had the angels come and strengthen him. So we're going to need that, man. When we're put in situations of you know, death. If that's our life, you know. But we're all going to be tested with the hour of temptation. We're all going to be tested. But the Lord, he's going to put the spirit on us to not take it, man. You know? Because we kept the word of his patience. What's the word of his patience? Coming out here week in and week out, doing the work. All right, edifying and exhorting his sheep, doing sit downs, constantly abiding in the work, constantly meditating on the reason why a majority of people gonna take the Coragna is because they want to eat. It's because they want to drink. They want to get their old life back. They want to save their life. You know, but we understand, man, we're going to get our life in the next world. And the Lord, hey, He gonna provide us food and water. That ain't a doubt, man. You know, brothers that had visions of food and water coming their way during that time, man. So we know the Lord got us, man. We just gotta believe that. You know, this brother, hey, never used to get no boxes of fruits at your house. Yeah. Hey, man, it's going to the Lord. The Lord set that up. And, hey, the Lord, He made manna fall from heaven, man. That's where they get that movie, Cloudy. You seen that movie, Cloudy, with a chance to be wild, it was raining food. The Most High did that, man, in the wilderness, man. Hey, the Most High, hey, that's why the scriptures say, whatsoever is written. Matter of fact, let's get that Romans 15:4 real quick. Because our forefathers, we have examples of famine and our forefathers being taken care of. Elijah, okay, the Most High had a raven bring him meat, had an angel bring him bread. All right, Daniel, you know, the prophet Rebecca was teleported to Daniel to feed him in the lion's den. You know, many examples, man, but you gotta go.
All right, it's Romans chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were ready for our were ready. It's Romans chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Yeah, that we through comfort of the scriptures might have hope, man. So we have examples of the Most High delivering our forefathers that trusted on Him. All right? We have examples, man. The Lord is not a man that He should lie. You know, He's not going to forsake those that wholeheartedly trust on His holy name, man. He's not going to do those that trust on Him like that, man. You know? Because the scriptures say, hey, His mercy is great. And through Yahushua, you know, because ultimately it all goes back to what our Lord and Savior did 2,000 years ago. When He gave His life on the cross, so that we can be brought back to the Heavenly Father. You know, but through Yahushua's blood, we're going to have that divine intervention. You know? You got it.
Top. No. Verse 10. All right. So chapter 2 and verse 10, it says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did ever any abide? It says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded?
Yeah, look at the generations of old. Did any of our forefathers trust on Yahweh and was confounded? No, man. None of them was confounded. All right, you got it.
Or did any abide in His fear and was forsaken?
And none of them feared Him and was forsaken, like we mentioned. The three holy men, man. That was more rather to die than to serve another God, man. What did the Most High do? When they were thrown in the fire, the Most High had it to where they wasn't even affected, man. You know, and the men that threw them in there was burnt up. So, hey, man, the Most High, hey, that, you know, we have examples. Got it?
For whom did He ever despise that called upon Him?
Yeah, He ain't never despised, you know, the men that called upon His name in the times of trouble, man. You know? So we have a sure protection, man. You know, we have a guarantee. Hey, like it also says in that same chapter, ye that fear the Lord, wait for His mercy, and your reward shall not fail, man. So it's guaranteed. As long as we continue to believe and trust on Yahweh Bashim Hawashah, our reward is guaranteed, man. You know, it's not a thing of, oh man, I hope the Lord got me, you know, I hope, you know, that I'm not, you know, wasting my time. Nah, man. If we continue doing what we're doing, we continue believing and trusting on the Lord, He got us, man. You know? That's a fact. Hey, He got brothers this far. You know, He's been taking care of brothers. You know, He got, you know, beginning with our apostles and elders. You know, the Lord been making sure that, you know, brothers are still able to do the work and, you know, handle their daily business, you know, have a roof over their head. So we know he got us in Jacob's trouble, man. You know?
Yeah, that verse.
Oh yeah, let's get that.
Verse
Gotta get that.
Verse 11 it says, "For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiving sins and saving in time of affliction."
Yeah, that's why we gotta let go of mortal thoughts, man. We gotta let go of the wickedness that we've committed in this flesh, man. Not let that cause us to doubt. Because Yahweh Shah cleansed us of sin. You know? Now that don't mean that we can just be niggas. You know, we of course, you know, we rehearse the righteous acts, but we're not gonna be saved off the law. Alright? We're gonna be saved through grace, through the blood of Yahweh Shah, man. Lord willing, we are the elect. So it said, forgive them. What it say? Save them in time of affliction. We're coming to a time of affliction, man. A time where Esau's gonna want to kill us. Just like what we read in the Maccabees, man. He was gathering Antiochus, was gathering Israel, and was forcing them to eat swine and to not keep the laws. And if they resisted, he put them to death. He's gonna do the same thing when he pushed the MOTB, man. You don't take this prerogative, you know, we're gonna execute you. And that's gonna be his way of putting fear in people to cause people to submit. But see, the elect don't fear death, man. It's already written, the elect love not their lives unto death. Alright? Because we understand death. We know that it's just a transition from the earthly realm to the spiritual realm. Your spirit never dies. Your spirit just leaves your flesh. That's all, man. You know? And that's why when somebody dies, you know, they lose like 20 to 30 pounds. You know, because that's the spirit leaving the body. I heard one of the apostles say that. That's the spirit leaving the body. You know, and where's your spirit going? According to Ecclesiastes, then shall the dust return to the earth and the spirit unto the Most High who gave it. So we understand death, man. You know? You got it.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 74. It says, "Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same."
Yeah, so the days of trouble are at hand. The days when it's going to be a great persecution against Israel, man. And once again, also Daniel the 12th chapter, it's going to be worse than 70 AD. It's going to be worse than the transatlantic slave trade. It's going to be worse than Jim Crow, than any type of hell we call as a nation, man. Because Esau has the knowledge that we are the people of the Lord. And if he can't get rid of us, or at least get us to take his mark, then he know that, you know, Yahweh Shah will come and destroy him for the remnant's sake, man. Esau has this understanding. He know that the prophets are here. And he know that Yahweh Shah is coming, man. That's why they have a space force. You know, they call themselves trying to mount lasers on satellites and, you know, call themselves trying to prepare. But hey, you know, you're gonna lose, man. It's already written that you prevail not to. See, we're just waiting on the prophecies to manifest. It's already written how it's gonna play out. You know, the elect is gonna be delivered. There is gonna be some of us that's gonna be beheaded, you know. But those men are gonna be there on the fathership right when the elect is risen up, man. You know, so it's a win-win. You know, and it's gonna be quick because time moves different in the spirit world. And you might get beheaded, and right when you hit the spirit world, Yahweh Shah like, hey, come on. You know, it's time. You know, the Most High gave him the order to come take what belonged to him. And you being of the elect, you died in the faith. You right there with him. You know? You got it, bro.
It says,
Well, what is picking us up, though? I know it's loud on here.
verse 75, "Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your God."
Yeah, so be not afraid, because the Lord gonna guide us, man. Like it says in, I believe it's in Corinthians, we walk by faith, not by sight. The Lord is gonna direct brothers in the times we're coming into, man. You know, we ain't gonna be able to, you know, defend ourselves, you know, do it on our own. You know, the Lord gonna guide us. You know, hey, the times we're coming into, it's gonna get very, very divine, man. You might have a dream, you might go to sleep, and an angel appear and give you instructions, man, in your dream. You know, tell you, go here, go there, do this, do that. You know? And you gonna know it was an angel, man. The way the dream gonna be set up, you gonna know, okay, yeah, that was an angel giving me instructions. Or you might be wide awake and an angel manifests. And that happened with Elijah. You know, when he was asleep at the tree, the angel appeared and woke him up. Told him, look, eat this, drink that, you gotta go here, you gotta go here. You know, it said he went to strength of that meat 40 days. You know? So we're coming into those times, man, you know, it's gonna be very, very divine, man. You know? You might have a chariot guiding you where to go. You know? Ain't no telling how the Lord gonna do it, man. But he's gonna do it. You know, all we gotta do is just believe. That's all we gotta do. That's all the Lord wants us to do is believe. Like it says in Hebrews, for without faith, it is impossible to please him, man. You know? And the more we go through Jacob's trouble, the more our faith is going to be sharpened. See, the Lord, he's been preparing us for Jacob's trouble. He's been building us up. You know, he'll put you through things just to make you stronger, just to, you know, build you up. So when we go into Jacob's trouble, you know, the Lord, you know, he already has a strong mind and rooted in the spirit to believe on him, and he's going to do. Well, I thought
You start over.
so what?
Same one.
That's the same one. Yeah, Satan, man. You know, Satan gonna do his thing, you know. We back.
Verse 76 says, and the God of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord power, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves.
Yeah, so he's gonna be the guide to those that keep his commandments and precepts, man. You know? We're doing what the Lord commanded us to do. And we're showing our faith by our works. So that's why he said, you know, let not your sins weigh you down. You know? We gotta have that mentality that Apostle Paul had when he said, it's not me that sin, but sin that dwelleth in me. You know, he said that I do is what I hate, and that what I do not is what I want to do. Paraphrasing, man. Because we're in this wicked ass flesh. And the Most High, he knows our condition. He know that we in this weak flesh. He know that the wicked nation is in rulership right now. He know we can't keep the laws 100%. That's not what he's looking at. He's not looking for us to keep the laws 100%. He's looking for us to have faith and believe that through Yahushua we can be perfect, man. But you got these other counts, or you got to keep the law. You got every time somebody come up, yeah, you got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Yeah, you know, yeah, we rehearse the righteous acts. You know, Apostle Paul did say, since we're under grace, should we sin? He said no. But we're not going to be saved off keeping the law, man. You know? You break one law, you guilty of breaking all of them. So, hey, man, you know, hey, the Lord is looking for faith. That's what he's looking for, man. And we come from a heritage of faith. Our forefathers had faith. Abraham had. Hebrews 11 chapter goes into it, man, about forefathers having faith. That's what pleases Yahweh. You know? What you got it, bro?
That was it on that. I had a precept.
Okay, get your precept. You got Daniel and the Acts, right? Yeah, okay.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Oh, yeah, beautiful precept.
It says, but the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Most High, and there shall no torment touch them.
Yeah, the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Lord. What did Yahweh say? Yahweh said, a sparrow doesn't even die unless your father sanctions it. You know? He said the very hairs of your head is moving. The Most High is in control. Hey, what did it say in Samuel? The Lord killeth, the Lord maketh alive. If we are beheaded by Esau. The Lord wanted us to be beheaded. See, nothing can happen to us unless the Most High allows it, man. That's why Yahushua had to check Pilate. Pilate was talking about, yeah, let you know I got the power to free you. Let you know I can do this, that, and man, Yahushua said, man, you can't do shit unless my Father allowed you to do it, man. You know, Yahushua knew that he had to die on the cross, you know. He already knew that. So he wasn't trying to get out. He wasn't trying to plead with Pilate. You know, but he did let Pilate know that, look, you couldn't do nothing unless my Father allowed you to, man. And it's the same today. Can't nothing happen to us unless the Most High allows it, man. Now we ain't, you know, you ain't gonna tempt the Lord.
And so it was like,
You know, you ain't supposed to be out here tempting them, doing some dumb shit. You know, and thinking, oh yeah, you know, the Lord got me. You know, we ain't to tempt the Lord, but you know, the Lord got us though, man. You got it, bro.
Verse 2, in the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken from misery. You know, and I brought this out in reference to 2 Maccabees, the 7th chapter. It says, verse 3, and they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality.
Yeah, full of immortality, man. Because we know, man, you know, Lord willing, we remain in that spirit, but hey, we looking forward to our next life anyway, man.
That's right.
So hell with this bullshit. This ain't life. Working all the fucking time. Every time you get paid, your whole check gone. Getting sick, losing hair, you know, teeth all messed up. You know, on the complete bottom. You know, don't even, you know, we can't even enjoy our children. You know, we can't. This ain't life, man. You know, eating the same GMO food. You know, being in the same fucking city, the same state. You know, we can't even explore the Most High's creation, man. You know?
Hey, even when you do go on so-called vacation, you can't enjoy that shit because you gotta go right back to the bullshit.
Yeah, right back to the bullshit. You know, when you go on vacation, you're around other people. You know, you still gotta abide by Esau rules. You can't do what you want to do. You know? So this ain't life, man. So, hey, we looking forward to our next life, man. Where we can enjoy life. Where it ain't gonna be no restrictions. You know, we can travel. We don't have to have no fucking passport in the kingdom, man. You know, we don't have to apply for a job, apply for a house, apply for a car, you know, apply for a loan, spit game, you know, dating outs, getting rejected, you know. Going to buy clothes. Our women gonna make our clothes. Everything is gonna change for the better, man. Everything is gonna change for the better. And the Israelite man is gonna be praised and exalted here on earth. So that's what we're looking forward to, man. You know, the next life. That's what Yahushua was pushing on his disciples. He said, when Jesus said, what shall we have for following you? He said, in the kingdom, you're going to sit on thrones, man. He said, in my kingdom, you shall eat and drink at my table. So Yahushua, he was all about the king. He was all about focus on the life in the kingdom. Don't worry about this captivity we in.
Yep, set your affections on things above, not things on
we
the
gotta
earth.
get that. Hold what you got. Hold Colossians 3rd chapter. We gotta get that real quick. You know? We gotta bring that out, man, because this ain't life, man. If you call this life, man, you need to be in a mental house. You know? If you call this life. Hey, that's why once again it's written, he'll let love not the lies unto death, man. But this ain't life. No?
Alright, this Colossians chapter 3, verse 1. If ye then be risen with Mashiach, seek those things which are above, where Mashiach sitteth on the right hand of the Most High.
Now seek those things which are above, man. That's what we're seeking. And we, you know, us being royal people, we do have thoughts about having nice things, having a nice car or whatever. But hey, man, we're to set our affection on things above. Fuck this world, man. Fuck a Lamborghini here. Fuck living in Beverly Hills, man. Living in what's the other one's called? And Jay idolized Calabasas. And fuck all that, man. Living next to some place with red eating lunch. Fuck all that, man. Just so you can attract women that ain't virgins. Women that want to put you on child support. Women that want to take all your possessions from you, man. Fuck all that, man. We're setting our affection on things above, things that we don't even know we're gonna receive. But just what we do know, space travel, being able to go to different planets, man. You can't do that here. The Howard Shah said, in my father's house are many mansions, I go and prepare a place for you. So that's what we're looking forward to, man. Seeing what the Howard Shah got for us out there, man. Exploring these other planets. Exploring the Most High's creation, man. Trying new food, new fruits, new wine, just everything new, man. Every single day. Being in those new bodies. Being in those godlike bodies, man. Having spiritual power. Being amongst angels.
We'll never get as much as a runny nose in the
right.
Man.
Won't even get a hangover. We can drink as much as we want to. Never get sick. Never die. Never throw up. We're gonna be perfect, man. You ain't gonna have a bald spot. You ain't gonna have, missing teeth, messed up teeth. Of course. I'm just, speaking, because those are things that's above, man. The kingdom. You gotta go.
All right. Colossians chapter 3, verse 2. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth.
Yeah, so we ain't supposed to be caught up in the things that we see with our eyes here, man. And that's why Jake sell out. Because Jake don't see a world after Esau, man. See, Esau, I believe it was Elder Kazak that said that Esau, he thinks that, he gonna be in power forever, and if the world ever ends, that all humanity gonna go down with it. No, man, there's, like Elder Kazak said, there's life after Esau, man. And see, the Lord, he blessed us with the eyesight to see it and the gift of faith to believe it, man. To look past this world, man. So we ain't setting our affection on things here, trying to start up a business, have a career, so we can have a nice car, a nice home, a woman with body miles. Man, fuck that, man. We ready to have what Yahweh Shah gonna give us, man. Everything Yahweh Shah give us, like it says in the book of Matthew, where thieves do not break through nor steal, man. Virgin women that's raised to serve you, to obey you, to bear your children. Having slaves, servants, handmaids, sitting on thrones. That's what we want, man. Fuck this world, man. You got Kanye West talking about he the richest black man in America. And every time you see him, he got a frown on his face, man. He fucking through. Because he know he sold out. He know he had to do a lot of wickedness to get that money he got. And Esau still looking at him as a nigga. So to hell with this world, man. But that was on that, right? What did you have again?
Back in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3 and verse 5. Having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded.
Greatly rewarded.
For the Most High proved them and found them worthy for himself. As gold in the furnace, having tried them and received them as a burnt offering.
Yeah. Did it with the elect.
It says, and in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble.
Spiritual power, man. Time coming where the elect gonna win, man. See, we're coming into victory. All our life we've been catching L's, man. all our life, but we're about to receive W's, man. W after W after W after W. That's being blessed. Everything you doing, prospering on, man. Righteousness. You know, we're getting ready to win, man. Yahweh Shah gave us the victory. All right. Like I say in 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter, thanks be to our power, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. It say, thanks be to the Most High Yahweh who giveth us the victory through our Lord Yahweh Shah. You know, Yahweh Shah sealed our victory when he died on the cross. You know, he sealed our W, man. So we gonna win. You know, this double he gonna lose, man. We gonna win through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. We gonna win, man. You know.
It says, verse 8, it says, and they shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and the Lord shall reign forever.
Yeah, see, that's what we're looking forward to, man. The elect shall judge the other nations, man. And have dominion forever. We're gonna rule over these heathens, man. You ain't gonna never have to go to a fucking, you ain't gonna have to be interviewed by an Edomite, man. Have to tell a fucking Edomite why you can't go to work, why you can't come in, you know. Gotta go to this red pasty ass and tell him, yeah, I ain't gonna be able to work tomorrow. You know, have to, you know, get fired by an Edomite, have an Edomite tell you, I gotta let you go. You know, we ain't gonna have to go to our enemies, man. You don't have to go to a down Elamite, you know, looking at you thinking you about to steal some shit and get gas. You know, get a bag of chips. Our enemies gonna come to us. We're getting ready to be the head, man. When you read the blessings, it says, thou shalt be above only, man. That's what we desire, to be above only. To be over these heathens, man. We're not equal with no fucking groups, man. No fucking Hamites. You know? Hey, we better than these other nations, man. So that's what we looking forward to, man.
Verse 9, it says, they that put their trust in him shall understand the truth. And such as be faithful and love shall abide with them. For grace and mercy is to his saints. And he hath care for his elect.
I said the time was started, but it's still.
Verse 9 again. It says, they that put their trust in him shall understand the truth. And such as be faithful in love shall abide with them.
Yeah, so we putting our trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, so we understand the truth. We understand that our life, hey, really on this side, our lives is going to begin to get better, man. You know, because when the Lord, what did the Lord say? I will make a man more precious than fine gold. A man shall be a hiding place from the wind. You know? So, hey, when we enter into Jacob's trouble, you know, the more bad it gets for these people, it's going to get more better for us. You know, because the Lord is going to take care of us, man. And that's spiritual. Look at that number on 4, man. 4 represents mercy. So we're going to receive mercy, man. You know, the Lord going to be with us, man. He's going to give us what we need. And we get ready to receive W's, man. You're going to have acres of women begging to come with you, man.
Got 7 across the street.
7? Ooh, hey, 7 women trying to take hold of one man. 10. No? You know, so hey, man, we coming into a time of victory. You got it.
It says, for grace and mercy is to his saints. And he hath care for his elect.
Well, he hath care for his elect. That's why Yahweh Shah said in Luke, he said, "Shall the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear along with them? I tell you, he will avenge them speedily, man." You know? That's why the Lord said in Revelation, "Rejoice over her, ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Lord hath avenged you on her," man. When we get in the fathership, Lord, when we elect, and we look down and we see this whole land on fire, man, we're going to rejoice, you know, to see the land of our captivity set ablaze and all of our enemies burnt up in it, man. You know, so hey, we coming to a time of great W's, man. Great W's. Was that it on that?
Yep.
All right, let's get these two precepts. Pastor, let's get the one that Acts first. Because you know, Nate, Bishop Nate, which he went back and corrected himself, but he was teaching that there is no Jacob's trouble. You know? And brothers got on him and, you know, he corrected himself, but see, our people don't understand how serious, you know, the times that we're coming into is, man. Esau knows that if he don't do away with Israel, that he's gonna be done, man. These elites, they have the understanding that they descend from Esau, that we are the people of the Lord, that his kingdom is going down, that the chariots are piloted by the angels, and Yahweh Shah is coming, man. These devils know. So that's why it's gonna be a time that the earth has never seen. And this man, he ain't, man, who wants to go into slavery? Who wants to be exterminated? You know, especially you. Esau sitting on the throne right now. Esau comfortable. Esau don't want to go. Esau don't want to give up the throne. You know, he ain't trying to give up his kingdom. So he gonna fight. You know, which is beautiful because the Most High gonna show him that he's nothing but a weak beast man. You know, he's weak feels of a man. Most High gonna show this devil that he's nothing but a creation that's hated, man. You ain't nothing important. You know? What you gotta go? Let's get that Acts.
Acts chapter 14, verse 22, bro.
Yeah.
Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith.
Yup.
And that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High.
We must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom, man. It ain't gonna be no smooth sailing ride. Lord, he gotta weed out those that don't believe, man. He's gonna sift the house of Israel, so things is gonna turn up. Things are gonna get very, very uncomfortable, man. Hey, like the apostles been saying, man, prepare to be homeless, prepare to be off the grid, prepare to be, you know, somewhere in a basement, you know, in a abandoned house, you know, with brothers, or, you know, somewhere in the woods, in an abandoned place, you know, off the grid, man. You know? Because we come into a time where the scriptures say, you know, being pilgrims on the earth, you know, travel, moving from one house to the next, which the Lord gonna be guiding us, but, you know, it ain't gonna be the life that we're used to now. Which, hey, we looking forward to that shit, man. Brothers tired of paying bills, man. Tired of going to work. Fuck going to work, man. You got Jake at the job, all scared to lose their job, love their position, love their job, man. Fuck all that shit, man. We look forward to the day where we don't have to get up early as fuck, go clock in for Esau, man. To have to worry about paying bills. We look forward to that, man. But yeah, you know, through much tribulation, we shall enter into the kingdom. So you're gonna have martial law. You're gonna have, you know, all type of hell, man. Dead bodies in the streets, man. The dead cast out as dung. You know? Now who they gonna put all the blame on? The men of the Lord. Like it says in 2 Ezra 16 chapters, there shall be a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. You know? It's gonna, you know, we gonna be blamed for everything. That's why Yahweh said, ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. We're going to be very hated by the masses of people because we trust on Yahweh Shah. We're going to be labeled terrorists, or however Esau does it. They already saying domestic violence, you know, terrorist groups, domestic terrorist groups. So they're going to link us in these categories, man. You know? And we got to, you know, we got to warn the sheep now. We gotta warn, we gotta blow that trumpet, we gotta let you know so that when these times come, you can trust on Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah. You cannot fold and get weak. You know, that's why the Lord told us these things, man. Remember Lot's wife, marvel not if your wife come up against you. You You know, and she try to get you to take that property. Or she try to turn you in for the reward that's on your head. Why would not? You got it, bro. Yeah.
Alright, this Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall
I can read that again from the top.
this Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. It reads, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was. There shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time.
So it's going to be a time of trouble that never was since there was a nation. So it's going to surpass all the accounts of old, man. It's going to be so bad that Michael himself is coming. The angel that stand before the Most High. You know, that stand in the presence of his throne. You know, the Movsc himself that's sitting on the right hand side of the Heavenly Father. He's coming off the throne to come and deliver us, man. That's how bad it's going to be. You're going to know that the so-called white man is the devil in that day. Like the brother Upstate said in the chat last night, it's going to be well known that Esau is the devil. You know? Ain't nobody about to tell you that this man is the devil in that day. You're going to know. Hey, it was a brother that had a vision that Israelite kids was getting tortured in the field count. Esau won't do that, man. Hey, in the Maccabees, Esau was hanging babies. Babies, bro, toddlers that wasn't circumcised. He was hanging them. You know? So this ain't nothing new. This double man, he about to, and ultimately it's the wrath of the Lord on the left hand side. Because the Lord, he's tired of you rebellious Israelites, man. He's tired of you 2/3 not taking heed. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans not taking heed to the prophets. So the Lord is going to allow Esau to bring this judgment on you, man. You know? So, hey, man, you know, very, very serious times we're coming into, man. You know? I'm going to go ahead and pass it.
That man, it's a very serious time, very, very treacherous time. Alright? People don't see it. Matthew 24, start at verse 19. You get what it says, it says, woe is me.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 19, and woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. But pray that your flight be not in the winter.
Yes, so woe to them that are with child, you know. Women may, you know, there's a bunch of single mothers out here. So they got to have a fit when, you know, they'll got to have a fit when the formula reports, so-called formula shortage. These ones got to have a fit, man. It was so bad or getting bad, but they had to have baby formula shipped from Europe. Alright? But wait till we get further into this third woe, this third destruction, man. Alright, they ain't gonna send no aid over here, man. Alright? Because the mother gonna turn against the whore. Alright? European nation will turn against America, man. Alright? You know, it ain't gonna be no aid coming over here, man. So whatever you have, if you ran out, that's your ass, man. Alright, so woe to them. You know, that with a child, man. Alright, to them that give something those days, man. Alright, you people, you know, there's a lot of women, you know, walking around with their children, a lot of them had newborn babies, man. There's gonna come a time where you ain't gonna be able to feed your family, feed your kids. Alright, there's gonna come a time you ain't gonna even barely be able to feed your animals, man. Alright, when the pandemic went down, so many people had to get rid of their own animals, man, because why? They couldn't take care of them. Alright, you already know how Eve do with their dog. They treat their animal like it's a whole person, man. Alright? You know, they feed them good. Alright, have them the plump bellies, man. Alright, but they couldn't afford that no more, man. Alright, so it's gonna get worse, even worse in these last days, man. Alright, when the economy come crashing, man. That's the day we waiting on, man. While the whole world, y'all love y'all life, y'all gonna lose it here. Alright, because y'all trying to build up a 401k. Alright, y'all trying to get a house. Alright, you're trying to get the new 2022 car. Alright, you probably got a 2023 right now. Alright, you know, paying high-ass car notes, alright, high-ass insurance, alright, but you gonna lose that shit on the last day.
You looking for verse, you looking for verse 37?
Yeah, we gonna get there. Alright, matter of fact, you go there right now.
Come on, verse 30.
Let's get 34.
34, come on. St. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 34. Says, verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled.
Alright. It's further up in the chapter, you know, Yahweh gave a rundown of what we gonna see. So this generation is not gonna come to pass until, you know, these last remaining prophecies, you know, be fulfilled. We can run it down a little bit. You know, when we get start verse 5.
Verse 5, jumping back to verse 5, it says, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Yeah, so you got people coming in the Lord's name or saying that they're speaking on behalf of the Most High. You know, by the way of these celebrities, you know, they going through hell because, you know, because you can't, I don't care how much money you got, man. You a Jake, you going through the curses. And now a lot of these celebrities trying to speak up, man. Alright, but it's too late, man. They done already sold out, man. Alright, the Lord said that it's easier for a camel to go through an eye of a needle than a rich man to go into the kingdom of heaven. So for the most part, man, hey man, you know, Kanye West, he ain't going to the kingdom of heaven. Well, not after the first 2 weeks. Alright, he gotta come through the loins of a brother's nutsack. Alright? So we hearing the wars, the rumors of wars, you know, the Russian and Ukraine thing. Alright, as soon as it's gonna heat up and the whole world gonna be drawn in. Alright, you got a lot of nations, alright, in the Middle East right now. Alright, the Valley of Jehoshaphat, alright? You know, you even got, and they not even putting this in the mainstream news. Cause I remember when I saw the article, I'm like, what? They don't make sense. I was like, I need a video or a picture on this. Alright, in the article it said that it's U.S. troops giving handshakes to Russian troops over there in Ukraine. Alright, but it came out that it was U.S. troops over there, alright, in the guise of being mercenaries, man. Alright? Basically, you know, they not fighting, basically they fighting for both sides. Alright, a mercenary just a soldier for hire. Alright, so man, this shit about to heat up, man. Alright, they hiding a lot of shit, man. You know, the US is trying to play both sides, no matter where these small things.
That was Syria.
In Syria?
Where the Russian US soldiers were shaking hands.
Oh. See, you know, but they girding up or migrating to that area, man. Alright, but the fact that they shaking hands, that's kind of fishy, man. Alright, because, hey, man, you know, everybody know U.S. and Russia is at odds. So who to say that they both not playing the field, playing the fence of allowing Russia to take over Ukraine? I don't know, but hey. They're hearing the wars and rumors of wars, man. Alright, verse 7.
It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows."
That's just the beginning of sorrows. Alright, so we have earthquakes in diverse places, the places that never even been, alright, or been as often. You know, especially like down here, we had like a couple that kept happening back to back, man. Nations rising against nations, kingdom against kingdom. So going back into that war talk, man. Alright, and there shall be famines and pestilences. Alright, so with sicknesses, you still got people wearing the damn mask, man. You still wearing the mask right now, man. You're a dumbass. Alright? And this strategic famines that's about to hit real bad real soon.
Hey man, I went to the doctor today, and I thought it was still tripping on that. Ain't nobody have a mask on. But like the patients that were coming in.
The ones you still wearing the mask right now, man. You already know your ass will take that incision when you come, right? Because you in fear, man. A lot of these people are in fear, man. All right, that's why the Lord said, the Most High said He didn't give us the spirit of fear. All right, but you have the spirit of fear, man. You liable to believe any damn thing, man. All right, But and it's just the beginning, man. So y'all ain't seen nothing yet, man. All right, let's drop down to verse 12.
Verse 12 it says, "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold."
Yup. Iniquity is abounding. Wickedness is abounding at an all-time high. By the way of the internet, social media. Alright, like what the brother had me bring out earlier, that nothing new under the sun. Ben was moles around. Alright, Ben was lesbians, Ben was people into bestiality, all this ain't nothing new, man. It just elevated on a higher level, man. It just out in the open.
Yeah.
Alright, people not in the closet no more. All thanks to this whole bullshit of the LGBT thing.
They declare that sin in Sodom, they hide it not. Well, they ain't hiding.
Yeah, so it's nothing new, man. All these spirits are back here on the earth to get judged. Alright, that's why this modern day Egypt, modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm saying spirits are back here to get judged. So, since iniquity is abounding, the love of man is waxing cold, and people, the lady killed her landlord, and that's a lot of that gonna happen, A lot of these people ain't gonna leave their house willingly, especially in the times of like we're about to enter the winter months. Yeah. All right, so there ain't nobody about to goddamn leave their house willingly, man. Be out here in the cold, no blanket, no jacket, no nothing. And people, man, hey, they gonna be cold for real, man. They gonna be cold hearted. Just to not be cold physically. It's time be coming in, man. Road rage, I remember road rage was picking up. Road rage always, that's how a lot of judgment happening in road rage. A lot of people got guns now, so they'll up the gun on you. You cut them off in the highway, they gonna up the gun on you and take your ass out. Alright? That's why we're the opposite of the world. We are learning how to have patience, but you Babylonians, you Americans, man, y'all have no patience at all. Alright? So it ain't, y'all people are ticking time bombs. Y'all probably know when the MOT to be off before it comes, when these famines really hit, y'all gonna lose y'all damn mind. Y'all be trying to steal and eat anything. Alright, y'all gonna be hoarding ketchup packets, all kinds of things. Drinking hot sauce straight out the bottle. Alright, it's gonna be that bad, man. People gonna be eating salt and pepper packs.
Hey, you always got a quote from The Dark Knight, what the Joker was speaking about, about Batman defending these people. He was like, you think these people are so civilized? He says, but when the shit hit the fan, they'll eat each other, man. That's what he said, and that's true, man. These people might think, let's help our neighbor and let's help them. You got Red Cross. You got different shit like that going on to help people. Feeding the homeless and shit. All that's gonna be a thing of the past, man. All right, you go into 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. They're not gonna have a man should have no pity upon his neighbor. Alright, but shall destroy their house with the sword for the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Alright, people are gonna be struggling to eat on a day-to-day basis, man. Alright, these people haven't had to go 2, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days without eating, man. You watch that movie that Brothers was put on through the Spirit, that American Blackout movie. Hey, after just 3 days, niggas was cracking niggas over the head with pineapple cans, man. That's how bad it's gonna get, man. Even worse. Alright, because the Lord is setting this place up to have that intensified judgment. Yeah, you have race riots, you have food riots around the world, alright, but it's gonna be the most intense here, man. You know, all the way to the point where these people are gonna literally hunt and eat each other. Cannibalism is not a new thing. The brother was mentioning no new thing under the sun. Cannibalism is all throughout the scriptures, man. Hey, the Lord had the Spirit work on these niggas at Netflix to bring out this shit about Jeffrey Dahmer, and everybody's normalized this nigga eating people. You know, they making TikToks on it. Alright, but little do they know. Alright, that's why the Lord said, I will laugh at your calamity, I will mock when your fear coming. Because y'all mocking at this shit, man. And it's deadly serious. There's spirits out here that literally like the taste of human flesh, man. And the Lord gonna unleash these spirits in that day, man. You think you got a protection? You think you have an edge? You think you can call on JC? JC not gonna save you in that day, man. These people really about to feel it, you know?
Yeah, man, you brought it to the point I was just about to bring out, man. You know, it's a term that I seen popping up in shows and through the media, well, through you know, the different avenues of social media about being pharaohs, man. Alright, about people turning into a beast-like mindset. Alright, the way they just, you know, just all people in evil, man. Alright, that's the mindset that a lot of people gonna be. That's the mindset of a base man, the mindset of Esau in his natural state. Going back to the caveman, you know, eating raw meat. You know, but people gonna be eating raw flesh. Alright, don't be surprised if, you know, say if it was blackouts, man, don't be surprised, man. You might eat just going in the stores. Just eating raw steak, man. Raw chicken. Alright, they just gonna be eating shit right out the pack, man. No prep, no nothing. You know? Let's get there.
This second Ezra chapter 16, verse 17.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
Yeah, so it's saying, woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? Right? It'll be a day of great evil, man. You saw a vision of what's gonna go down in these last days, man. He was in fear. He was like, dang, it's gonna be that bad. How am I gonna be saved? And that's how he knew. He knew about reincarnation. He knew he was gonna be back on the earth, man. Alright? So, hey, man, you know, there's no excuse, man. People in that YOLO spirit, oh, you only live once. Man, say if your ass did die, the Most High had the power to bring your ass back in the newborn and then have your ass be judged a second time before it be all said and done. He can judge you a horrific way, alright? And then, you know, send you back in the newborn just to fill them ICBs. You know? So, hey, man, nothing impossible with the Most High. Alright, so hey, man, destruction gonna be unto you people, man. Alright? You know, it's gonna be wars. Not only is it gonna be wars amongst the nations, but also amongst the people, you know, on the various continents, man. Alright, people gonna be at war with their neighbors. Alright? Just come back to you know? Oh, that shall give in regards to the kings and princes. Alright? People ain't gonna give a damn about curfews, none of that shit, man. Ain't nobody gonna give a damn, man. It's gonna be horrific. It's gonna be like something that you seen in a movie. There's gonna be shit happening in front of your eyes and you never would have thought it was gonna happen. You ever was gonna see in your lifetime, man. That's how bad this day gonna be, man. But everybody out here, man, hey, y'all gonna be like this till the missiles get shot off. Because everywhere, you know, the whole country gonna be affected some way, some shape, some form. But you're gonna have some places, might be like this, have little settlements where it seems kind of normal. We already see they prepping people, you gotta get tickets to get stuff here, to get food. You might have a little settlement out in the wilderness, somewhere out in the woods, in the outback somewhere. You know, they got little tents and shit, they trying to feel normal. Around the rest of the world, various other places all out hell breaking loose. Alright? Hey man, y'all probably gonna be like this. Y'all see the pictures come like, oh shit. Another slocky.
In 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Yep, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. So everybody, you know, woe to them on the earth and in the world. Of the world.
It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Woe to them, woe to the world, and them that dwell therein. Basically, that's why we out here to warn the whole world of what's to come, man. We out here to send that warning, man. That's how the elites knew that their downfall is imminent, man. Alright, they knew their downfall was imminent because they see prophets out here, man. They're like, oh shit, you know, we at that time. Alright? You know, in various points in history, like, man, you know, because the Lord always left that remnant of people knowing of being Israelites. Alright, the Lord always left a remnant behind, even if, you know, they may go off in some instances, like Elder Kazak did the video when the Taínos was mainly the northern tribe that dwelled on the Caribbean islands. They was all considered Taíno from Cristobal Colon. He just named them was Taíno, I think it means good, noble. Alright, so they basically saying that, you know, they was good people when they saw Cristobal Colon, but he thought that he just named them, he coined them that term. But basically they worship the Heavenly Father and the Son, but it was kind of polluted, you know, through idolatry to a certain extent. But I'm just bring that example because the Lord always left a remnant to know basically who they are to an extent. Alright, just like in the video, I didn't even know that around in slavery that it was men and women that knew there was Israelites. They set up churches and everything, but that's the history they don't tell us. Alright, so it always, even in the times of old, man, even through our different captivities, and you can best believe in the time of the dark ages, it was a remnant of men and women that knew their heritage and their lineage. The Lord always leave that remnant, even if they don't got it completely. But it was meant for us to get it now, to get that understanding. Alright, because the book was sealed. Alright, but now it's open, we understand fully what's about to go down.
It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Yep, so sword, their destruction draweth nigh. So one people gonna stand and fight against another with swords in their hand. You might see somebody with a literal sword, an axe, or it's gonna be on some motherfucking some Elden Ring type shit, man. Somebody gonna come out with some shit you ain't never seen before. Just the medieval ages, man. Alright, but hey, the modern day sword is the gun, and damn near everybody have one. Best believe, especially down here in the South. Alright, you know, like you say from possibly Virginia all the way down to Florida, all the way, you know, to the Midwest, to Texas, Memphis. I mean, a lot of people have guns. Alright, Kentucky. Alright, best believe when you going out to do some shit in broad day, hey, you gotta be prepared to catch a hot one right in your backside, man, because you don't know where somebody gonna pull it in from, man. Especially these E's, man, they ready to blow Jake down. Alright, I saw T Grizzly, which he was a damn nigga, you know, robbing jewelry stores and shit. He told a story how he was in Kentucky, they was about to do a smash and grab. As soon as they broke their glasses, the Edomite ready to blast their ass. Man, he said he saw in his face that he wanted to take them out. Alright? That's how these devils gonna be to uphold their kingdom, man. Alright? You see what they did in BLM, man. Hey, do that shit in that day, man. These people, these gun-toting, Bible Belt, so-called Christian Edomites, man, they gonna blow Jake down, man. They gonna help the government. They gonna help these elites to dwindle the numbers of Israel down, man. Alright?
It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
So it's gonna be sedition against men, division, alright, riots, battles, alright, different different things taking place amongst the people, man. Alright? So hey man, they don't give no regards to the kings, no princes. They ain't gonna care about the law. The law ain't gonna be null and void. Alright? It's gonna come to a point where it's gonna be normal for somebody to have a body under their belt, man. Alright? That's when survival gonna fully kick in, man. Alright, and there ain't gonna be no more police out here like that. There's gonna be police officers quit, because really they outnumbered, man. Look down here right now, man. All the people down here outnumber the police. So when all our hell break loose, what the police gonna do? Yeah, they might be able to shoot a few of y'all, but hey, y'all be able to overtake. Alright? You gonna have to they gonna have to reload some point in time, and that's when they gonna get the shit be out there. They ain't like, man, hell no, forget this job. It's gonna go all out anarchy.
So like that 15-year-old that killed the 5 police officers. He was a little 15-year-old.
Oh, he was an Edomite? Oh, that's why they didn't kill him. I was wondering why.
I don't know for sure, but first of all, Jake be missing like a bug for a second. They wouldn't have let his ass breathe.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, he killed a police officer and he ain't dead? They didn't shoot at him? They just said they called him, but they didn't want to release his name.
Because he a minor?
What the last part said?
In the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Yeah, the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So they gonna have the power and authority to do whatever the hell they want. Alright? And this is another thing they don't tell you about people, mainly these hillbillies, they own their own land. Basically, man, the police officers, they don't got no jurisdiction on their land, on their ground. Alright? You know how many bodies they could have buried out there and you wouldn't even know it, man? Alright? So whatever in their mind, they don't put it in effect in their day. Alright, you got sundown towns, all this shit, man. These devils gonna get busy, man.
Another big thing with the police force going out of commission, you women ain't gonna have no damn heads, man. All that yapping off at the mouth and calling the police, and you gonna call them like the brother Shakar had dreams on it, man. Calling the police and the motherfuckers ain't answering, man. And then you gonna have to put your money where your mouth is, so to speak. A lot of you better you gonna try to fend off. You've been talking shit to your baby daddies, talking shit to your man, ruling over them. All right, they gonna get back, man. These inmates getting released out of prison. Like brothers was mentioning in the chat last night. A lot of these OnlyFans bitches and shit that ain't, they wasn't trying to give men no play. A lot of these men know where these bitches live at. They gonna visit them, man. They gonna like that video. It was a TikTok video. Girl was in the middle of doing a damn TikTok. Dude ran up in the house trying to get her, man.
Oh yeah,
you remember that?
But that's why this internet, this very thing that these women cherish, and that's why it's a good and bad to everything. Yeah, you're getting all these likes and all these views. Hey man, but all these people that's watching you, man, hey, you don't know what kind of spirit these views got on. Alright? So all these views, people. You got hackers that be spying on hacking your security system, your cameras, or hacking your camera to your laptop and shit. Hacking your screen and shit, looking right at you and shit. Hey man, this technology gonna be your own downfall to you, man. People, dudes can hack your IP address, alright, find out everything about your address and everything. Best believe in that day, man, when these dudes can't get locked up. They coming straight to your house and knocking your door. It's like that Edomite. He came, they had a ring camera thing. Yeah. Right, that Edomite came, knocking on the door. He followed the woman to our house, and he knocked on the door, and he said exactly what he was gonna do. He said he was gonna rape and kill us. That's how a lot of these dudes, that's spread over a lot of men, a lot of men, a lot of bug out men out here. That's exactly what they gonna do.
saying women aren't circumspect, man. Like, just look at them on a day-to-day basis. Like that woman in Tennessee, she got snatched up and killed. She was going on a job. You know, they be going on a job. They already ain't got no damn clothes on. You know, got headphones in their ear blasting. You know, they ain't got no they not walking circumspectly, man. Right. Us, when we walk with our hands on swivels, man. You don't know who be out there. You know who see you. You know who you know. Like I be weary if a motherfucker get too close behind me. I start hitting 4 rights on their ass, man. See if they follow me. You know, that's just us. It ain't being paranoid. We just like how we shot the men. Be therefore wise as serpents, harmless as doves. Man. You gotta be wise.
You got women, they be jogging 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Alright? You know, and it was stories that came out some years back. Was a woman jogging late at night in the park. Her ass got killed.
Yeah, that happened earlier this year. Edomite bitch was walking her dog at like 2 in the morning. She got kidnapped.
That's why, you know, these women got too much liquor. Where they don't believe nothing gonna happen to them.
Right. We got bitches down here now that's getting drunk down here by themselves or with their friends, drinking and roaming around. No care in the world. Carefree.
Women be going to bars and shit, no drinks from niggas. Ain't nothing for them to slip something in your drink.
Jeffrey Dahmer, that ass.
You know? But hey, man, it's gonna get treacherous out here. Alright?
And the prophets are warning you, man. Hey, here it is. You know, we got the answers through the Spirit, through the Scriptures. You know, what's about to come shortly. You know, they talking about this being a dark winter, which we know they've been speaking about it the last couple of years, but it's really looking like that's about to be so. You know, it's about to get cold as hell. You know, they're talking about energy rationings and whatnot. These people ain't got a care in the world. All they care about is who the fuck Clemson playing tomorrow and what NFL team about to play on Sunday, man. They distracted, just like they were in ancient Rome when Rome fell. You know, that bread and circus. Here's your bread. You know, and your circus is these, you know, these different events that, you know, the sporting events and shit, man.
Don't you got the NBA starting up again?
NBA starting up. You got the NHL. You got the MLB. Like this time of the year is when damn near all the sports are running at once. You know, you got the NBA starting up. NFL just started up. College football. You got the World Cup that's about to be in December. This is the first time that they usually hold it in the summer. This is the first time they holding it in around Christmas. You know, so hey, you know, that's something to look out for. But what else? NHL, MLB. You know, you got all these different shit to distract these people, man. You know, different UFC fights and whatnot. That's to keep these people distracted. You know, brother, you're not wicked if you watch it. All right, but our focus is on prophecy, man. We're occupied in prophecy. Now, when you got downtime, you know, you'll watch the game, you know. Hey, different brothers like different teams. You're not wicked if you watch it. You're not going to be in the spirit 24/7, but these people are fully consumed by being in the spirit of mirth, man.
Yeah, they worship it. They worship these athletes.
Jay, you go in the barbershop, Jay can't tell you a little bit of nothing that's going on with the world conflicts. They can tell you how many goddamn points LeBron just scored. You know, they can tell you the color of this nigga's shoelaces. But they can't tell you what's going on in the world, man.
But you can see that in the time of the pandemic, man. You know, they basically was losing money running the sports. There wasn't nobody coming to see the games, man. And the views, the television views was down, man. But they still kept it going anyway. Why? To keep people distracted. All right?
Exactly.
You know, this devil spend a lot of money yearly, annually, to keep people distracted. All right? Mainly these jakers. All right? You know, and it's mainly Jake. Like I said, that's all they talk about is these athletes, these artists, you know, these rappers. That's all you hear in the nigga mouth, man. You know, what so-and-so doing, man. All right? Smoking weed. All right? Being the nigga committing adultery, man. All right? That's all niggas want to do. The Lord is tired of it, man. All right? You know, there's nothing new under the sun. We got to get into it. But let's get verse 36.
Let's get it. Hey, brother, we gotta turn the camera around for that.
What happened?
Like the show, just an example. Matthew chapter 24 and verse, you said 36?
Yeah.
Verse 36 it says, but of that day and hour knoweth no man, know not the angels of heaven, but my Father only.
Yeah, so that day and hour, no man. Right, yeah, we don't know the day and hour when it's gonna happen. We don't know the day and hour when that deal gonna go down, but we know it's coming. That's why we got prophecy. All right, that's why we measure the time diligent. All right, that's how we know what day we in and the time that we're coming into. All right, but the rest of the world, y'all don't see the prophecy. Y'all don't even see the MOT coming. Y'all don't see, man, what's even crazy, y'all don't see that we about to go to WW3 this year. That's a big one. Y'all people just, man, but like the brother said, man, you know, hey, y'all people, y'all gonna be forced to work one way or another. All right, when this war happens, and when this war happens, you know, which ain't gonna last long, but they gonna need people to be manufacturing, you know, basically, you know, helping them make bullets, all kind of shit, man. All right, basically, man. In the time we coming into, man, he gonna try to have a totalitarian. How you say that word? Rulership over you people. He got AI taking over. All right. You know, so hey man, he gonna have that draft coming. He gonna draft you people. If you can't fight, he can put your ass to work. All right, you know, he gonna have nurses and doctors in the medical field. All right, and have niggas making bullets, polishing guns, and all kind of shit. Doing maintenance on tanks and shit. That's gonna be y'all new job. Yeah, you might not have a job in the warehouse no more. But hey man, you gonna get transferred to that warehouse. To the motherfucking to the base, the military base.
Hey, they gonna just like they when the Crown Royale happened, a lot of these major manufacturers, like Ford was a big example. They stopped producing cars and started producing masks. You know, they gonna start doing that with these. You know, you got your BMW over here, your 3M, GE, Magna. You know, just for the local bros. You know, they gonna turn them shits into hey, we got a Lockheed Martin over here. That's a major, that was created to produce warplanes for either World War I or World War II. You know, they just always stayed in business. They gonna get the cranking back up. You know? All these places.
And y'all don't know what time we in today. Like in the time of World War II, where all the men, that goes to prophecy too, where all the men went to war back then, and a lot of women. That's what forced the women to go into the workforce. Because it wasn't before World War II, it wasn't no women in the work in the modern day plantations. There wasn't no woman working in no fucking warehouse and shit. Alright, the women was at home taking care of the kids. Or the only time a woman was to work, like say she was working for her husband, if her husband had a business, she was there working for him, being a clerk or what you call it? An assistant, all right, you know. But hey, man, but that time coming back because the Lord said that that basically He said a man shall be more precious than gold. Basically, a man gonna be scarce out here. That's why I say that how the scripture goes.
So what shall scarcely be saved?
No, it's the scripture speak about how these women gonna be without a man.
Oh, their husbands shall die in war.
Yeah, so hey, that shows you that hey, this war, man, this ain't gonna be like a time in World War II when Revelation where it said the Lord preserved certain men from death, even preserved certain Edomites from death. But in this third woe, your ass get drafted, man, and you getting obliterated. Lord ain't putting no seal of protection. He ain't gonna send no angel to protect you. Be like, oh no, this guy going into World War III, make sure he don't die. No, they gonna put a spirit to make sure your ass die. Whether your ass get blown up by a goddamn airstrike, or you gonna get blown up by ICBM thermonuclear missile in the Middle East somewhere. Or your ass gonna get blown. Or have a robot to come in and blast your ass. Alright? You know? Or the Lord can put a spirit on you to go, or not put a spirit on you, put a spirit on Esau and draft your ass. You go to war. your ass survived all this miraculous shit just to get blasted by the fervent heat of a chariot. Alright, so it ain't no, if you're not part of the elect, alright, and it's over for you, man. Like the brother said, man, it's up to the Most High. Whatever's done to you is of the will of the Most High. So if you get drafted to that war, man, or it was meant for you to get drafted, alright? But if the men of the Lord, which the Lord willing, I believe not, you never know what may happen. But saying if a brother did get drafted, that's gonna be that point of us gonna get brought up to council, because we're gonna tell them straight up, man, I'm not going to fight for y'all, man. We're gonna tell them straight up, man, Hebrew Israelite, I go against everything that y'all stand for. Or we very well gonna get locked up for it, but so be it, man. But we gonna have faith. We're gonna know that, okay, I might be locked up and have tribulation 10 days, but I know that this war ain't gonna last long, and this place is done. Alright, that's gonna be all in our mind, and this devil going down, this devil going down, this devil going down. Alright? But let's get verse 37.
Verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. It says, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage to the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Yeah. So was as the days of Noah were, so also the coming of the Son of Man. Right? In the days of Noah, you had people, giving into marriage, being married, like this, not a care in the world. The whole world is turning into shit, and everybody they got spiritual blinders on where they can't see what's going on. People look at us like we're the bad men. They look at us like we crazy, but we see everything that's going on.
Even on a small level, man, I hate crowds like this, because who to say motherfucking damn mass shooter can't slide through this motherfucker, and just motivate these people to fucking scramble, man.
Somebody can come with a car.
With a car, yeah.
18 with, it's like that parade a couple years ago. Nobody knew that somebody was gonna come on a car, and then they had to be in jail. Came, just plowed, ran over little kids, all kind of shit. And there was some protests happening, and I forgot where it happened. Somebody came with an 18-wheeler and drove through their ass, man. Alright? So best believe, that's another reason why we don't like crowds, or be around crowds. That's why we don't be at bars and clubs, none of that shit. Because whenever you bring a group of people together, hey man, it's spirits around, man. And judgment can happen, man. So hey man, it's like, hey man, and if we is in an area, we making sure we at a spot where we can see everything that's going on, so we can keep game.
Well, since you just mentioned bars, there was a stabbing in a bar earlier this week. I've been seeing an article. It was either yesterday or the day before yesterday at some bar. You had like 2 or 3 people got stabbed up.
So, whereas in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking. What are people doing out here? Eating and drinking. That's the only reason why people really come downtown or to the city. They come to eat and drink. Those are the main 2 things people do. They maybe shop here and there, but people, that's the number 1 and number 2. They come to eat at these restaurants and drink. Alright? But the Lord said He gonna close up the storehouses, man. Alright? The Lord gonna make it where you ain't gonna find comfort in drinking, man. The Lord Scripture says, give a man strong drink to who is ready to perish, man. Y'all people gonna turn into wine builders in that day, man. Y'all ain't gonna drink to have fun in that day. Y'all gonna drink to escape from starving to death, man. And hey, what happens when you drink on the empty stomach? Your ass get drunker and drunker, man. Alright? Y'all people gonna be through, man.
Let me get the scripture for you real quick. Isaiah chapter 24, in verse 9, right to the point, they shall not drink wine with the strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it.
Yeah, so it's gonna be bitter to y'all, man. Y'all ain't even gonna look at a bottle of Henny, a bottle of Casamigos. Y'all ain't even wanna look at that shit, man. It's gonna be bitter because it's gonna remind you of your life how it used to be. How you get to go out and party and bullshit. That's gonna be over with, man. Y'all people, y'all ain't even gonna wanna smoke weed anymore. Alright? Because what's the point of smoking weed if you can't eat? Well, you ain't, man, you gonna get the munchies, ain't gonna have no food around, man.
Yeah, these motherfuckers that be high all the time, they gonna sober up and have to deal with reality like a nigga like Snoop Dogg. Nigga, that nigga ain't been, he ain't been sober in like 30, 40 years.
And that's what's wrong. And that's what's wrong with this world. That's how we notice that last generation, right? That this generation, they think that they can use drugs to escape their problem, their issue. That's why they all bugged out, got all kind of anxiety and mental problems, man. All right, because they was taught and they was babied to be kids for so long. But as you get older, hey man, you know you gotta grow the fuck up, man. You know, once you become of age, all right, basically, man, you know, I believe soon you turn basically 15, 16, soon you get into high school, man, your mind should be, okay, what I'm gonna do to be content. Because us as men, we live to be content. Us as spiritual men, we live to be content. We don't live the follow after the Joneses, man. You know? Yeah, because if you live like that, your ass gonna be bugged the fuck out, man. Have spirits, man. Alright, why? Because you worry about what people think of you. Man, fuck that, man. You know? Do what's meant for you, man. Alright? You know, do what's according to your spirit, man. Fuck trying to be a fucking follower, man. Alright, that's why the world is like it is right now, because all these damn followers, it's more followers than there are leaders, man. You know? But let's continue reading.
This second Ezra chapter 15, verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yes, so a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So it's gonna be certain cities where you ain't gonna be able to go into. Alright, this is just a small city right now. I bet it ain't even barely 1 million people. Hey, it probably is. You never know. 500,000. Oh, see that ain't really too bad, but that's still a lot of people. But look at somewhere like Dallas or somewhere like New York and their various cities. It's millions and millions of people there. So when shit go down, man, hey man, you ain't gonna be able to move like you want to. They gonna have checkpoints where you gotta check in, man. Alright?
You gotta stay in the garage to get to this
yeah, man. and I had a dream, you know, it might not, you know, I just say it was just a dream, but I did, like, through the spirit in the dream, you could tell that shit was about to go down, like shit, man. Like down here, it was all dark and, like, you want nobody down here, just gloom and gloomy. Alright, it was just dark and foggy. And this city might get like that. If you come through here at nighttime, it's dead, man. If it's not a Friday or a Saturday night, downtown is completely dead. Alright, so that's how it's gonna be in that day. When this Murphy going out, man, ain't nobody gonna be down here like that. You know?
Scripture say the city shall be desolate of men.
Yeah. Because look, you want to add on top of that, death toll of men dying in the war, men dying in the streets. Everybody's going to be cast out as dumb. Alright, and if it ain't hardly no men, then you already know that alone, the women ain't going to be out because there ain't going to be no protection. Alright, the only ones you going to see out is people with spirits on the bug the hell out. You don't want to get caught by them. You not a man of the Lord and the bug out see you, or they going to hawk your ass down, best believe. They'll snatch your ass up. Cause it's mainly niggas. The only ones that's doing the graping right now is niggas with demons on them, man. They got the great demon. Alright? You know, just like that article that the brother sent where that Jake, you know, took the 14-year-old girl, man. Had his way with it, man. There's gonna be a lot of that going on, man. Alright? The statistics show that a lot of it probably just go unnoticed or undocumented. Yeah. Best believe, man, the toll of debt gonna rise, man. It's gonna skyrocket along with murder, all these crimes that a lot of these niggas locked up for, man, it's gonna raise up. It's more than that.
Yeah. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Yeah, so because of their pride, man. It's a prideful nation, man. The house is gonna be destroyed. destroyed, man. Alright, people want to invade one another. You know, people want to kick in their neighbor's door. Alright? You know, it said men shall be afraid. So, you know, men gonna be afraid, what more than one? So men gonna be afraid, man. You know?
Scripture say the mighty man shall crop him. The mighty men like LeBron, Brock, you know, athletes, professional, you know.
That's another thing that, you know, when we can't wait for that day. Because all that political correct spirit, all that bullshit gonna be wiped away, man. People gonna say what's on their mind and how they really feel. What your man's supposed to really operate. You won't never supposed to sugarcoat it and lie to you women. Alright, because look how we are as men around each other, we keep it real, man. You know? It always been like that, man. So we gonna keep it real with you women. If you a Lizzo, out of shape, fat ass bitch, we gonna tell you right in your face, man. We'll tell a bitch to take a hike, man. Keep it moving. If you ugly, we gonna be like, damn, you ugly. You know, we gonna cuss women out. Best believe, yeah, that's that real man spirit. Alright, we'll be in that King David spirit. When Saul's daughter was laughing and mocking, making fun of David because basically she was jealous. Alright, because he was having a good time and, you know, dancing on the women was vibing with him. She was hating him. But hey, man, let her hating ass woman come around and say that day, man. We gonna squirt and keep your ass on the slave. You know, that's just how it's gonna be, man. Alright? The Lord bringing that real man spirit out. That's why they going to ban Andrew Tate off the internet. Alright? They want to ban basically get rid of the red pill. Where I see through the spirit, they coming after them because they really want to get to us, man. Alright, they trying to target the red pill community. Because best believe, man, he got his hand in everything. Best believe these people in the red, hey, it's agents and everything. Alright, because that dude Myron Gaines, he outright said that he was an FBI agent. So what make you think he's not an agent in the so-called red pill community? Alright, he gonna use that because he know about the Israelites and everything. All of them know. People be all in their comments. So they gonna use the RP community to come after the men of the Lord. Alright, best believe it. Alright, let us bring up certain points to kind of connect to what they talk about. They gonna flag and take our videos. And I remember that. There was a time, that's why we had to be strategic with our words. And that's what made me back off from going so hard on the nigga woman on my videos. Alright, because as soon as you bring up the nigga woman and you go super hard on her ass, hey man, they take your video, man. Alright? Y'all remember that, man. You know, they won't let you talk about Eve. They wouldn't let you talk about Eve. They wouldn't let you talk about the problem. Alright, those are the top 3 things that really was coming down on the men of the Lord. That was no more than two years ago. You know? But that time is here, man. The Lord is raising up real men. We tired of this shit. Alright? Good morning.
It will say, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Yes, a man shall have no pity on his neighbor, man. Man will give a damn, man. You know, it's gonna go back to that spirit of the times of old, man. When a man wanted something, man, he take it. Alright? That's the time we're coming into. If you got goods in your house, man, that dude kicking your door in, taking everything, man. Snatching, taking your woman, taking your kids. Well, look what that Andrew Johnson talking about, whatever his name is, Anton Johnson talking about hide your wife, hide your kids. Hey, man, you know? Hey, man, ain't gonna be no hiding in that day, man. Because the Lord wanna get you got, you gonna get got. Let's get that, let's see, Angel saying that, man, sorry, going free from the lion and the bear, man. Man, the Lord, hey, if he got vengeance on you, and it's crazy, man, you know, when I go into certain things, it's women that they're here, that's how you know that it's meant for certain people to hear certain things. When I say things that's, you know, women, you know, I see women and kids looking at me, you know, hearing what I'm saying. But, hey, man, you know, and if you're doing the fake, that might, you know, make you want to shut your
5 and verse 18, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you?
So woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. You know, you hear a Christian be like, oh, I can't wait till they don't even say that no more. They don't even say they can't wait for the Lord. Alright? But hey man, but nonetheless, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, man. Because what end is it for you? Alright, the day of the Lord could be a day of destruction, a day of chaos, a day of doom and gloom. Alright, that's what these people, these Christians, and the people ain't telling y'all, man. The Lord said he coming with a sword, man. He coming to bring war, man. Alright? You know, Yahweh Shah, they are spirits of war, man. You know? Many things, or many titles that they have, but they're, man, the Lord of hosts, alright, that's the title of the Most High. Best believe Yahweh Shah had that title too. Because he's coming with the host of heaven. Alright? You know?
It says the day of the Lord is darkness, it's not light.
Yeah, the day of the Lord is darkness, is not light. The day of the Lord, man, hey, the Lord say he got a sacrifice in Basra. Alright, he got a great sacrifice coming to this land. It's going to be a great slaughter. Alright,
It says, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him.
a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, and those are two ferocious beasts, man. Either you get in a fight with either one of those, you are not winning. Alright, you will not beat no lion. Well, not in these bodies. You're not beating no lion, and you're not beating no bear. Yeah, we could do that in the days of old, because why we were skillful men back then. So you could wrestle and tussle with a bear and with a lion, you know, because we was different. Alright? You know, but not now. Your ass will get torn to shreds. And another reason why we could do that back then, because hey, the animals feared us. Alright? See?
And leaned it says and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him.
Or if you leave your hand on the wall and the serpent bites you. So, hey man, the Lord wants you guys, man. The Lord gonna get you, man. Ain't no way, ain't nowhere to run, ain't nowhere to hide. You know, we tell this the first thought when we tell women. This the first thought when we tell women about the hell that's coming to Babylon. They be like, oh well, all I can do is get my passport and go to another country, go to Africa. Man, that's the main place where all the lions at. They got hippos, all that shit. What do you think they gonna do over there in that land? They'd be like, what happened in India? The Lord had an elephant come and kill a woman, and then he did a turnaround and pulled up at her funeral and slipped out smoke. So what do you think gonna happen to you? You say you want to go to Africa? The Lord can see, because I've seen videos of monkeys going in the stores and shit. The Lord can have a gang of monkeys rip your ass up, man. Like the account in the scriptures. You know, how the Lord had dogs to judge people. Alright? You ain't no better, you can't run from the Lord. If you want you got, you can get got. Alright? The Lord can have you just die of sickness, man. Out of nowhere. You can't run from the terror, from the judgment of the Lord. Alright?
Verse 20, shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it?
The day of the Lord gonna be darkness and not light, very dark, that no light shall be in it. And you ain't gonna see no light at the end of the tunnel. It's gonna be one thing after another. Alright, judgment, we're talking judgment, we're talking judgment. Now what I said, it's gonna be so bad out here, you're gonna be able to physically see it. Alright, death gonna be so heavy out here, it's gonna be like you can reach out and touch it. Alright, listen to this. But yeah man, you know, but that day is coming, man. You know? It's gonna be many of you women that's gonna feel it, man, cause y'all don't have no coverage, man. A lot of you women, y'all mind ain't on getting the man of the Lord, so there's more women on the earth than men, so best believe, even though it's gonna be a lot of women of the tribes that's gonna be saved, But just it's gonna be a whole lot of women that's gonna get judged and taken out also. Alright? The Lord don't give a damn how beautiful you is, how fat your ass is, man. The Lord wants you got, He gonna get your ass got. And a lot of you women got a lot of hell to pay. Alright, yeah, like I said earlier, yeah, you able to show your body and shake your ass on the web, but best believe, man, hey, that come at a price in these last days. You had a lot of people seeing you, they know what city you live in, they know everything about you, and they gonna come for your ass in the time of Jacob trouble. So with that being said, Lord, we're going to edify Canada. So with that, we give our praises to
Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakakadash.
We give double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, the rule well, teach well. Salutations to all y'all can for his truth and our honesty and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.